In this video, I would like to show you how I annotate books and what I do to prepare for annotating. I usually annotate classics or books of that sort. If I were to annotate a young adult novel, for instance, I would just write down my thoughts and underline my favorite quotes or something like that, but that's not what I will be talking about today. This video is about annotating books in order to gain a better understanding of them and get more out of reading them. Before I get into how I annotate books, I would like to put a disclaimer. If I want to annotate a book and scribble all over it with highlighters, I will buy the book. So please don't do this with library books or books you borrowed from a friend. It probably won't make them happy. Now let's get into annotating some books. The process starts with picking a book, obviously. If I'm really interested in a book, I will sometimes decide to annotate it, or I would pick a required reading that I already know something about and annotate a book for school. If the book is required reading, I will probably have some sort of information about what I'm supposed to look for in the text. But if I don't, I will do some research to establish what is important. First, if I have no idea what the story is about, I will sometimes read a summary or look on SparkNotes, watch the video summary, just to have a general idea what I should be looking for. I don't really mind knowing about the plot twist, especially with classics. I think there are many more layers to the text than just the plot itself, so I don't mind spoilers. I like to know a little bit about the book so that I don't have to focus solely on understanding the plot, but actually go more in depth. After I have a general idea what the story is about, I will usually try to find some kind of study questions I should pay attention to. I either use the study questions section on SparkNotes again, or sometimes I just Google study questions and the name of the book. If my copy of the book comes with an introduction, I will read that as well, highlight parts I find important, and take some notes if I feel like I need it. And then I am ready to start. If I need to, I will create a list on a sticky note to remind me what should I focus on while reading the book. Or sometimes I will print out some study questions and keep the list in my book. I will also create some kind of color code to make my annotations more clear. But if I don't have time to switch between different highlighters, I will just use one pen. You can still distinguish multiple signs with one pen. For example, a straight line can symbolize a note about the plot, a wavy line about character development. You can circle vocabulary and put some important statements in a box. Now that you have some kind of way to tell your annotations apart, we can finally start reading. So now it's quite easy. You just read the book. And anytime a thought crosses your mind, you write it down. If you have a lot of thoughts, it could sometimes get a little tedious, like when I read The Great Gatsby after discussing it in class and watching the film. But it doesn't have to be like this at all. Write as much or as little as you want. I think the most important part are not your annotations, but the fact that you think while reading the book, which makes you not only understand and remember it better, but also to be able to join a discussion about the book, write essays, or come up with new ideas and connections that you probably wouldn't think of if you just read the book passively. Another great benefit of annotating books is that when you want to write down your ideas, you improve your ability to formulate your thoughts, as you are constantly forced to form a phrase or even a sentence from what you think. So that is about it for this video. I hope it inspired you to annotate your books and think about the words you're reading. If you want more resources about annotating books, I will leave a link to an essay about why you should annotate books in the description box below. I recommend checking it out if you are interested in this topic. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to check out another one, you can click on the screen right now or check out my university playlist. Link will be in the description box below as well.